All right, man. We just saw Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Spoiler-free
review.
Yeah, we're gonna spoil. So this is gonna be the
Now.
spoiler-free review of Thunderbolts. We caught a little bit of an early screening. It is Thursday as we're recording this.
We're one of the first. I think there was like a 3 o'clock you could have done, right? Like we're one of the first showings.
Yeah, we sat in some ridiculous fucking traffic to get to the theater.
Yes.
They actually had legit, like, what, maybe 20 minutes of fucking previews? Because the movie started at 5:50, and I didn't walk in there until like 6:08, and the previews were still going.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is crazy.
I mean, you caught the last like 2.5.
I know, of
trailers.
full trailers. I'm like, that's crazy, man. This is wild. Yeah, all right. So spoiler-free review, man.
Spoiler-free review.
So I got a little bit of an outline since we don't normally do this. So again, we're gonna try to not spoil anything. If you don't want to know absolutely nothing going into this, probably still don't listen to this because we're gonna talk about it, right? But we're just not gonna spoil any major plot points. Yeah,
people have seen spoiler-free reviews.
Yeah,
they're
true.
not new to this.
That's true. They just haven't seen our spoiler-free review. All right, so give me.
I want to say something. Like Thanos shows up. No,
all right, so let's break down.
How about you just start with your initial like it, didn't like it?
I liked it. I liked it quite a bit.
Too.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good movie.
I liked it quite a bit. Yeah. Let's try to give a bit of a spoiler-free synopsis of the movie.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, from the trailer, Thunderbolts, right? There's this team of anti-heroes. Yelena, Bucky, Red Guardian, Taskmaster, Ghosts, and discount store Captain America John Walker. All come together. Obviously, from the trailer, they do a little fighting at first, but then they form a team. They come together. We know the Sentry's in the movie. That's not a spoiler. Big threat of the movie. Yeah, but they come together as a team reluctantly. Right? Like kind of like that reluctant, like, well, we just kind of have to work together to get out of some situations.
Yeah, in that sense, it's very what you expect this movie to be.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's a new team movie of characters that like are working together. Like I said, they're reluctant to do so, but they know they must.
Is it Victoria? What is her name? Is it Victoria? Valena?
Something like that. It's not Victoria.
It's not Victoria. What is it? Fuck. I can't think of her name.
It's like Valena or something like that.
Valena? That feels wrong, bro. What's her name in real life? You know her name in real life.
Oh, she's just always Elaine from Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
That's all you got to say. Everybody knows what I'm talking about now.
Valentina. There it is.
Like the hot sauce.
Yeah, Valentina. She's up to some no good. And yeah, she's kind of the reason this whole team comes togetger. I guess that's all we're gonna say about the synopsis. It's hard not to spoil it. It is hard not to spoil it.
I think the big takeaway is we both found that this movie was. Do we want to rate it right off the bat?
We'll give a rating before we hop into the spoilers. Okay, so give me some things you thought the movie did well.
I thought the team dynamic worked well.
Okay.
I thought the humor landed. I laughed a lot in this movie.
Yeah. I agree.
The pacing felt fine to me. Right?
Okay.
I wasn't like, this is too rushed. Like, I was like, okay, they're like, this is how we're going to hop into the story.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was too rushed. I do feel like there were some moments where I'm like, we didn't have to spend quite as much time here doing this, but it worked out in the end. But I definitely think there are some things they could have cut back a little bit to maybe add just a little bit more sustenance to the movie. But overall, I think the pacing was fine.
Yeah.
I agree with you. The humor was good. What do you feel like it didn't do so well? Anything?
It's hard to not give a spoiler, and I have an answer, but it's...
Okay. I think they could have spent I think they could have spent more time on the team dynamic. I think that was one of the strong points of the movie, and I would have enjoyed it if we got more of that. Just like more of them kind of working together. More team up scenes. You know what I mean? Like just.
Yeah, like you didn't get that Infinity War sense of like,
right, like
dudes jumping through portals, like
right. We're figuring it out. We're teaming up. We're doing things that like only the two of us can do. Which brings me to what did you think of the action in the movie?
So I thought the action was good. I just felt like it was lacking a good antagonist action scene.
I get that. This movie did not have as much action as I would have liked. I feel like we could have had some more. You
could have taken a very Winter Soldier approach to this with some really fun fight scenes that were like grounded, down to earth fight.
Yep.
And it didn't seem just because, and I get it because it also wouldn't have like worked with the plot as well. But like they didn't have it.
Yeah. I think we could have had a bit more. Action. And I will say, I don't feel like this is necessarily a knock against the movie, but for me, it is quite cheesy. And again, I don't think that's necessarily a knock against it, but it is kind of a cheesy movie in parts. Like the action can be a little cheesy at times. Just kind of some of the moments of like, okay, yeah, I mean, sure, that's a little cheesy, right? That's a little corny, but like, yeah, I guess it works in the grand scheme of things, you know.
It's not like fucking God and Thunder cheesy. Humor,
oh yeah, no, not like that.
It's
not like
also
that.
not as serious as I want to keep saying like Winter Soldier. Right?
Yeah,
like,
it's not. Yeah,
it's somewhere in between. Man, it's less cheesy than Guardians.
I agree. Yeah, but you're right. It's not as serious. It's not Winter Soldier-esque, right? It's not as serious. There's much more humor. There's more lighthearted moments, which I enjoy. And I also think that there was a good balance of like emotion in it. You know what I mean? Like the themes of this movie are like trauma and confronting your past and dealing with pain and mental health is a big thing. Just battling like just kind of like that darkness. Obviously for them it's because they murdered a bunch of people in their past. Right.
Like but everyone they pick characters with fucked up past.
Like just the most fucked up past. But it still lands in the sense of like even normal people can find themselves there in that kind of like that darkness. You know what I mean? And I think that worked. Who are some standout characters for you?
Red Guardian.
Red Guardian was definitely, yeah, I agree.
He was great.
He was really good. David Harbour killed that shit, man. He was hilarious. And again, I think Yelena was also really good. They definitely put her at the forefront.
Yeah, she was like the main character.
She was the main character of this movie.
She's one of my favorite characters of the ones in this movie. So
yeah, I was surprised that we didn't get a bit more Bucky. But I guess I get why they did it. I don't know how much longer Sebastian Stan's going to be around.
Right.
So it makes sense that they're just like, we're kind of easing him out. We're bringing in Yelena. So, yeah, man. But yeah, I think the movie had good heart. It was funny, a little cheesy at moments, but again, I think it worked in the favor of the movie. Not as much action as I would have liked, but the action scenes we did get were cool.
It's very entertaining.
It is, yeah. It's a very entertaining movie. Yeah, I agree.
I enjoyed it.
Yep. All right. What do you rate it?
Oh, what's our metric? What are we using?
How many how many bulletproof-ish red limos out of 5 are you giving it?
I give it a 4.
A 4? Wow, you went high. I wasn't expecting that. I give it like a 3.5.
All right.
3.5.
These are close scores.
They are. But I feel like that extra half makes quite a big difference.